Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're gonna talk about Bitcoin. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin on the macro scale. We're gonna take a look at Bitcoin on the on the lower degree and all of that good stuff. We're also gonna talk about Ethereum, Litecoin, Tezos, of course XRP, EOS, ADA, and basically most of the top coins, right? But we mainly are going to focus on Bitcoin. As we basically seeing a potential accumulation range over the next like a few days and so on. And as we said previously, when Bitcoin was dropping last week, what we said was like, we're likely to get a support, just about like a 43 to 44K area at the 2-day 21. And we're going to see another bounce back up. And we're going to take a look at the type of bounce we're going to get, what type of rejection we could anticipate, if we even gonna get any rejection. That's a big question. Also, price action might just ignore all the correction range we anticipating and basically just pump to the upside, break above 57, and then basically bang, next target up to like a 60, 70, 80, and all of that good stuff, right? So let me take a look at the chat room and to see hey, JB in the house, Strengths, what's up? 47 Zebra in the house. All right, thanks a lot for tuning in. Everything will be all right in the house. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. We're gonna make it a very, very interesting live stream because once again, whenever we get a massive drop, it is a good time to be planning what's going to happen over the next like a few weeks, few days, and so on, right? As I said, the first drop right here, I was not anticipating a reversal. Right after we drop right here, I was not anticipating a V-shaped recovery. Okay, I was just saying, guys, we just have to suck it up, accumulate in this range, because we're gonna get a nice bounce back up. That way you increase your BTC holding while BTC is moving sideways. I think that's the best strategy right now for the bulls, like to try to increase BTC holding while we're moving sideways, instead of basically looking for like 75, 80K right away. It is not, I don't think it is a good approach as of now. Okay, my only concern right now is like increasing BTC holding. You see what I'm saying? So you buy the dip, take a long position, 43, 44, take it back up to 50K. That's over 15% move. Okay, you increase your BTC holding by 15%. Okay, depending if you're leveraging, it could be higher. If you're just doing spot, you increase your BTC holding by 15%, and all of that good stuff, right? Instead of basically waiting for BTC to break above, let's say above 57, for for the bulls to be be buying the top and all of that good stuff. Take a look at 15% move. It's going to take you 67, okay, nearly $65,000. If you buy at 58 and looking for a 15% move, you're at 66 to 67,000 range. But take a look at it right here. Bulls not making any effort right now. They got a nice 15% move. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any difference, right? Whether you buy at 43 and sell at 50K, or you buy at 57 and sell at 60, 57 and sell at 67. The difference in terms of percentage, I mean, it is relatively the same. So that's the type of approach I'm gonna be looking at over the next like a few days, because once again, okay, we're starting a new month, so we might not even be breaking out like maybe till like the second week of the month. You see what I'm saying? So we just don't know. But the main thing once again for the bulls is like our 2-day 21 EMA, as we said it previously, right there, right here. We anticipated it right here. Okay, double retest. Okay, hit basically 44,000, retest 43,000, bang. So bulls are looking pretty confident right now. So I'm gonna be very, very bullish. Anything at or below the 2-day 21 EMA, it is going to be a strong buy. It is going to be a strong buy. All right. So now somebody mentioned in my premium group, right? Somebody mentioned about the weekly engulfing candle right here. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. We just have to be very, very cautious. We in a bull market. Weekly engulfing is not that, it doesn't have a big how can I say it? It doesn't have a big significance in a bull market, right? I'm just going to give you a couple of examples. We basically played it beautifully right here. Weekly engulfing, midweek we bought the dip. Okay, weekly engulfing, midweek we bought the dip. Weekly engulfing, midweek we bought the dip. Right here, as you can see, this move right here, guys, was a weekly engulfing. That was our last weekly engulfing candle right here. Okay, right there. Okay, so what happened after that? Basically sideways correction. After we broke out right there, we went bullish. Okay, we went bullish, even though the weekly was pretty engulfing. I wasn't even paying attention to the weekly engulfing, because that time I was just paying attention to the 2-day 2-1-1 EMA, right? So as you can see right here, I think that was like right there, May 18th, right? May 4th, we got a weekly engulfing on May 18th. Bang, we retested the top right here. Okay, sideways correction, pumped it upside, retested the high right there. Okay, drop right back down to retest the accumulation before the next leg up. Okay, so weekly engulfing could only be, I mean, it would have basically be very significant if we were in a downtrend. You see what I'm saying? For instance, like let's say we drop heavily down to like 20k and then pump right back up to like a 33. If we get a weekly engulfing at 33, I'm gonna be like, we're gonna get another reversal. But weekly engulfing at the top, I mean, yes, it is bearish, but the overall structure, it is still bullish. Okay, such as the monthly time frame. If you take a look at the monthly, right, I don't think nothing is bearish when you take a look at the monthly. It is pretty clean. Okay, especially on the Heikin-Ashi body candle right here, you can see like we're not getting any volatility. Like since like last year, there is no volatility at all. Okay, that's why that's one of the reasons when we broke out the 11 5 12 5 range, I was very bullish. And you take a look at the monthly, pretty clean. Okay, no sign of reversal at all. Okay, no sign of reversal at all. So you take a look at the quarterly time frame, I don't see like a bearish setup on the quarterly neither, right? So you see what I'm saying? I don't see like a BTC dropping all the way down like to 32k area and closing below 30k areas this quarter. It's gonna look very bad. It's gonna look very, very bad. Okay, you take a look at last bull market. Okay, all the quarterly, we only had like one. We didn't even have any bearish quarterly candle, right? This sucker pump like for like 5 quarters after the after we broke above all-time high right here. We did not have any bearish quarterly candle. Okay, same as the 50-day cycle. We did not have any bearish 50-day cycles. Okay, everything was pretty smooth after we closed above all-time high. So that's why I'm saying like the higher time frame is bullish, right? If you want to be bearish on the lower degree, like daily, 6 hour and all of that good stuff, I'm saying like it is just going to be accumulation, right? It is just going to be accumulation, and that's my personal opinion, right? Anything can happen, but that's what I see, and we've been pretty successful, right? Paying attention to the 2-day time frame and all of that good stuff, right? So basically, guys, just to cut it short, right? It is still accumulative. Okay, I don't see a breakout above like a 57, 58 right away. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised to see a retest of the low 40Ks, right? And then another basically sideways correction in this range, right? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm still bullish, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a longer sideways correction. If we do not get it, it is still fine, because my bias, it is still the uptrend up to like a 75 to 80k target. All right, so this range, it is just going to be accumulation for the bulls. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin on the 6-hour time frame. So when you take a look at BTC on the 6-hour, what we said is like we're above the 21 EMA. We're above our 21 EMA right here, right? And MACD, already crossed bullish, right? So that's a good sign of a potential like a move to the upside. But one thing we're not sure about is like if MACD going to give us a double crossover right here. Do you see what I'm saying? If we're gonna get the double crossover, it means like price action gonna retest somewhere around like a 70.786 all the way down to a double bottom, or even create a low. But the structure we're saying like it is also possible. That's why I'm saying like we just have to be cautious because it is very accumulative. You know, unless we break out cleanly above 55, 56 and so on, and basically we're gonna ignore the potential retest of the move right here, and you know, further move to the upside, right? Either way you look at it, the overall trend, it is still bullish. I'm not paying attention to the lower time frame. I just use the lower time frame to you know, gauge my entry and all of that good stuff, but I'm still pretty bullish overall. Just like I said it, guys, I said it back in 30K area right here. I'm very bullish. Bitcoin was right here, 34. I was like, we're gonna retest, you know, 30K, which was like 307. Okay, 293. We retest exactly my target right here when Bitcoin was right there. Okay, I was like, we're gonna retest basically 293, 307, bang. Okay, we retested it, and then we basically pumped it upside. We could get similar structure. Once again, it is not guaranteed, right? But if we do, it is just gonna make it pretty, you know, pretty nice. Most people are gonna call it a, you know, wedge pattern, you know, falling wedge, all of that good stuff. You call it whatever you want to call it, and I'm gonna call it a breakout pattern, MACD bullish crossover, bang. Okay, bang. Most likely going to be pumping to the upside, right? So Dr. Mink in the house. Bitcoin is going to the moon, guys. It is going to the moon. So one thing I forgot to mention, right? I think last time we did not talk about our 3 weeks time frame, which is basically a mid-range between the monthly and 50-day cycle, right? So the 3 week cycle most of the time gonna give you a good, you know, a good projection regarding your 50-day cycle, right? So as you know, the 3 week cycle, it is also a 3 week cycle, 21 days candle, right? It is the same thing, right? So what we said last time was like, you know, sucker most likely not gonna close red right here. I was very confident at 30K. The rest of the market been looking for 24, 22 and all of that good stuff. I was like, guys, let's not play that game. Sucker is very bullish, so we just have to suck it up. 307, okay, 297, 293 going to be the buy range, and we're going to take it to 50K. We did that exactly, guys. We basically did what we were supposed to do last 3 week cycle. The current, you know, the current 3 week cycle, all we have to do is just buy the buy at candle open. Okay, anything below candle open, it is going to be bullish because we're likely to create a new high above 60K. You know, bang. Okay, candle open 48,044. You know, above you know, 60K target, it is already, you know, over 20% move we're looking for, you know, from BTC, okay, from the bulls, right? So let's just keep that in mind. So 50-day cycle, I don't have to go through it again, guys. I gave you a warning back in like earlier February, and I said like if we start the when we start the new 50-day cycle, we're likely to see some redness, we likely to see some bearishness, and bang. Okay, so I'm not surprised at all, okay, about this you know, sideways correction. Hey, what's up, Hank? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks a lot, Hank. I mean, that's all we have to do. We just have to suck it up. I mean, I don't see what can we do right now. We cannot basically say, hey, BTC has to pump every single day. No, it doesn't work that way. Sometimes you just have to suck it up, buy the dip, and take the sucker to the moon. That's the only thing we can do, really. Not try to cry and you know, anticipating BTC to pump every single day. All right. So now we talk about everything regarding BTC. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Ethereum. So we covered BTC, right, from like a 6-hour to a 50-day cycle, so we know exactly what we're looking for. 6% up, guys, on an during an accumulation. That's pretty good, guys. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to call it a fake out, great. If you want to call it an uptrend, great. But one thing you got to remember, guys, it is still accumulative, right? So Ethereum, let's take a look at it right here. 6-hour first. So guys, don't forget to hit the likes, right? So Ethereum still accumulative, right? The good news about Ethereum is, like, also just like BTC, we're above the 21 EMA, but not currently looking strong above it. Okay, Ethereum, what we said is like a buy range for Ethereum, right? 13 to 1400 range, right? 1300 down to 1400 range down to 1300 range, going to be a very accumulative. Okay, but I'm seeing a potential bearish setup for Ethereum. I'm not sure if like it is gonna play out, but I'm seeing a potential flat right here, right there. Okay, so I'm seeing a potential flat, but I'm just going to be cautious because we can still retest like a 1660 to 1700 range. Okay, but we have to be careful. Okay, even though it is a bearish setup, it might not break the low right here. It can just give us another small flat right here, even retest the bottom and pump to the upside. So we just have to be cautious regarding Ethereum. The setup is got some mix of bullishness and bearishness, but I'm going with the bullish setup. As we said, we're going to be buying the dip all the way down to 1300. We're still green. If it goes right here, best thing to do is like take some profits, at least 50%, right, and let the market do the work. Because at 1650 up to 1700 range, you just don't know. Okay, the probability is going to be like 50-50, because we can definitely get the triple bottom, right, or even a low before reversing to the upside, right? You see what I'm saying? So something like to keep in mind for Ethereum. But the overall trend for Ethereum, once again, it is still bullish. I'm looking for further move to the upside from Ethereum. Let's take a look at it on the higher time frame. If you take a look at it on the higher time frame, on the 2-day basis, as you can see, big reversal candle right here. So retesting 50% of the body candle on the 2-day basis, I mean, it is pretty common. Okay, it is one of my strategy right here. Okay, so basically retesting 1650, I mean not 1650 but 1350 down to 1300 range is probable. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, I'm bullish on Ethereum, but a retest of this range is very probable. Okay, so something to keep in mind over the next like a few days and so on. However, once again, guys, the uptrend, it is still clean, so I'm not going to be waiting for like selling my Ethereum for like a 10% drop, because I'm looking for 10k Ether. So I'm not going to be sitting right here waiting for Ether to drop 10%, 15%, okay, to buy it back. Okay, if bulls did not buy at 1300, you see what I'm saying, I don't think it is a good time to be selling and to try to rebuy. It is time to suck it up, as of now. Okay, it is time to suck it up. So we just need to pump above the 21 EMA on a 2-day basis, and everything could start to look great, right? So is 1100 Ether bottom? I mean, like I said, I'm bullish on Ether. I'm looking for over 10k. I'm not gonna sit right here, right, trying to sell my Ethers and try to buy back at 11. If it goes down to 11, I will buy, right? But I'm looking for the uptrend. I'm not basically paying attention to how low it can drop right now, because it's not going to go to zero. I don't see Ether dropping down to 500 and all of that good stuff, so I can still trade it and accumulate, right? So but right now the bottom is just about 1300. If we break it, we're going to take a look at it. But I'm bullish on Ether down to like even like 1200, 1100. I'm still gonna be okay with it, right? So, and that's my personal opinion. You don't have to be okay with it, right? You might wait for 700, you might wait for 500, okay? But me, I'm looking for the next move to the upside, right? So So Ether, let's take a look at it on a 3-week cycle. Yeah, you take a look at it on a 3-week cycle. We already retested more than 50% of last cycle candle right here. So we retested already 50% of the cycle. So I think we bulls are pretty confident right now. Any dips, they're gonna buy it. Okay, they're gonna buy most likely all the dips and looking for next move to the upside, right? The volume is pretty low. As you can see, we only got like 3 days left, and take a look at the volume right here. It is very, very low. Okay, very low volume on a 3 weeks cycle. Hey, why I smile in the house also, Andrew in the house also, Clay, Dr. Mank, Hank, New Age, Vet in the house, USCG Vet in the house, MEF in the house, 666, when moon landing. Oh, no time, man, no time soon. Okay, so no time soon. Okay, we just have to wait. Like, it depends once again if bulls gonna be able to close the weekly candle above 57. That's going to be moon time, man. If I don't expect it, right? That's why I'm saying just be cautious, being bearish in this range as we just accumulating right now. Okay, anything can happen, but all right, let's see right here. See right here, if like we can close above resistance at 57.8 this week, that's going to be very, very aggressive. Okay, right here. Okay, we could get another weekly engulfing right above 57, and sucker could basically try to go to the moon after that, right? So something to keep in mind. I'm just gonna be cautious, guys. Like I said, okay, I'm not in rush. We got like nearly 10 months to go till December, so I don't see like no need to be in rush. This entire range, we can still go up to like a 57, 58, get rejected and retest right back down, okay, like this. Okay, retest again like a 45, 43, 44 range. You see what I'm saying? We've seen it before. We've seen it right here. Okay, we've seen it right here. And that's exactly what I said back then. And I was like, we could be moving sideways over the next few months. Okay, that was like back in May. And we did not break out like till July. And after the big drop, I was like, okay, most of the time when we get these big weekly drop, we tend to move sideways at least 3 weeks to up to sometime even more than 8 weeks. So I'm not sure if, we're going to be moving sideways for 8 weeks, because we're in a bull market. I don't see like a 8 weeks sideways correction, right? So because 8 weeks sideways correction going to be more than 50 days, and I don't think that the 50-day candle going to be that bearish. Okay, it could be 3 to 4 weeks max, and then another leg up, just like what we got right here. Okay, just like what we got right here. So we also move sideways right here, right, for 3 weeks. Right there for 3 weeks. So we could anticipate another 2 to 3 weeks sideways correction right here. Okay, so yeah, bulls in a house. I don't think like most people are bearish right now. I think like people are pretty bullish, right? So most people won't be selling right now. Okay, I don't think like most people are going to be selling at below 50k. They're going to be looking for 100k and higher, right? But once again, my personal target, it is 75 to 80k, right? And I showed you why 75 to 80k already. So but we're going to go through it next time. Okay, we go live. So let's go ahead and take a look at Tezos before we take a look at Hex. Tezos BTC. It is a very good time to be accumulating instead of anticipating a strong move to the upside, right? So Tezos still moving sideways even on a weekly basis. Excuse me. So Tezos, I'm anticipating another reversal back to like a 14,000 to 13,700 range. So let's see if Tesla's going to be able to break out over the next like a few days and so on, right? So pretty strong support. Retested nearly like a yearly low, right here. Did not quite retest yearly low, but just about like 5% within yearly low, right? And most alt right now, they're 10xing from the bottom. Okay, so if we're expecting like Tezos to 10x from the bottom versus BTC, not even like versus a dollar, right? So if Tezos going to be 10xing, right, versus BTC, and BTC doubles, right, up to like 80k, you're expecting like Tezos to go 20x, right? 20x from a current price of 350, give or take, right? So, right, gonna give you just about what, $14-15. Okay, so 10x gonna give you, actually gonna give you $35. Okay, $35 just to 10x versus BTC. Okay, and if BTC basically doubles, you're looking for $70 Tezos. So we're already calling for 83. So it makes perfect sense as long as BTC going to be pumping to the upside, right? So I'm pretty bullish on Tezos. It is at the very bottom. I said it when BNB was moving sideways also, and most people did not basically anticipate a $300 BNB. But I was telling you guys, our target is $275, right? So, and BNB was like $30-40. So, but sometimes you just have to suck it up, right, and be patient. So, so let's take a look at Tezos USD. So Tezos USD macro, the macro trend is clean, right? What we said back in December, right? What we said back in December when Tezos was right there at $2, right? We said we just need to close above 360. Right, once we get a close above 360, we could see something crazy. Okay, yes, but BTC is not moving up. Okay, BTC is consolidating, so it's gonna affect Tesla. So once we see like some price action, some upward price action from BTC, we're likely to see more heavy price action from Tesla, okay, above like a 360. So 360, a very, very good level to be accumulating, okay, Tezos. It is also 50% of the previous body candle right there, and at the same time it is at resistance, okay, previous resistance acting as a support. Most likely we're going to see some more uptrend from the bulls. So I'm still bullish on Tezos. 1643, 2340, and we got 83 120 extension to the upside. Okay, so I don't think, once again, we're gonna hit it like this month. We're not gonna break out to like $83 $40 this month. Okay, so sometimes you just have to be realistic. It is very accumulative. If you've been pumping like ADA, XLM, okay, BNB, Ethereum, you already got pretty good profits to be buying Tezos. You see what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and take a look at Hex. Yeah, Hex, it is still moving sideways right here on a 2-day basis. It is still below the 21 EMA, so not a great it doesn't have a great momentum as of now. We need to break above like a 21 sats, right? 21 sats. So if we break above 21 sats, we could potentially see further move to the upside. But as of now, very, very accumulative. Okay, very, very accumulative. So I wouldn't be selling, not financial advice, right? But if you believe in the projects, right, it looks like the chart is ready for some move, right? The chart is ready for some move. Thanks a lot, Vet. Guys, I was one of the biggest bear when BTC was at 10K, you know, but I can't help it, guys. If we bullish, we just bullish. I'm not looking for the top once again, right? Let's go back to BTC. I'm not looking for the top. As I told you guys, I said it when BTC hit basically our target 42. I was like 42 might not even be the top, because we just have to wait. We want to wait for a retest of 42, 44. If we break it, that's it. We're pumping. Right now you can see like a 42 was previous resistance. All we did, right, was like just drop right back down and retest it. That's all we did. That's all we did. So you got to be able to anticipate these type of setups instead of basically just instead of us basically just saying, oh, we're going to the moon, and all of that good stuff, right? If you take a look at it back then, right here, right, we did the same exact thing right there. I just showed you like a couple of minutes ago. I was saying, like, we broke out, pumped to the upside, and dropped right back down and retested. Okay, as you can see right here, nice accumulation, right? Pump to the upside, bang, retested. Okay, so if you take a look at it right here also, right, nice accumulation. Okay, correction is accumulation. All right, so, and pump to the upside, bang, retesting it. Okay, that's why I did not hesitate for our move from like a 43,000 range. Okay, because we've been pretty ready. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at Litecoin. So Litecoin, our accumulation range is 165 to 150, and we got target above like 288 and so on. But we're not going to focus too much on the target right now. We below the 2-day 21 EMA. Just have to be cautious till we break above the 2-day 21 EMA, and we're going to take a look at it later on. Okay, but Litecoin, once again, can it drop lower? Yes, it can drop lower down to the 130 range, 140, but it is still going to be a good buy. Okay, like, remember guys, Litecoin, we've been buying like at 53 first week of November. So if you've been holding Litecoin since like 53, you're still up over 4x. Okay, you're up like over 300%. Okay, so, and we talk about it, Litecoin and sushi at the same time. We bought both of them at the same exact time. Okay, same exact week, because Litecoin was at $53, sushi was like 53 cents. Okay, right now sushi is at over $15 and so on, right? So Litecoin still pretty bullish. If you want to play the trend line game, you can still play the trend line game. Okay, you can still play this game, which is basically at the same time calling for our accumulation range right there. Okay, right here. Okay, that's exactly, I was anticipating the move even before. I wasn't paying attention to the trend line. I was just paying attention to the accumulation range, which is like 2-day 21 EMA and 3-day 21 EMA right here. That's what I was anticipating, not even the trend line. Okay, which is like the white trend line. I know why I got you right here. So Litecoin, it is still looking pretty strong. If you take a look at it on 3-day basis, on 2-day basis, everything looks pretty clean. Okay, so we're going to be looking for next uptrend for Litecoin over $300. So let's see how BTC is going to be reacting over the next like a few weeks, right, for Litecoin to be able to push and break 240. let's see, Bitcoin hidden bullish divergence on a 3-day basis. Uh, do you mean, you must mean the RSI. Let's take a look at RSI. I don't see one. Okay, I don't see a Imran in a house. Okay, I don't see one yet, right? The last one we got was like back in the accumulation range from like a May to July. We just talked about it, right? I think that's the one you're talking about right here. Okay, that was like 3 month, a 3 month divergence. Okay, so but in a bull market, right, I mean things could change, but 3 month divergence, right, in a bull market, it is hard to find it. Okay, especially after we broke above like accumulation range. Okay, this one was kind of different because BTC was still accumulating and moving to the upside, but right now we making like some parabolic moves, right? So I don't see like a 3 month sideways correction, to be honest. Can we get it? Yes, but I don't see a 3 month sideways correction, right? So it is going to be very, very hard to get like a hidden bullish divergence on a 2-day basis and 3-day basis, right? The only way we can get is like, yes, we can get one, but not like 3 month, like, or like a 2 month hidden bullish divergence, right? We did have one right here, right? We did have one right there, but ended up retesting the low and created a longer accumulation, right? So maybe something like that. Okay, double top, double bottom, which is a flat correction, and bang. Okay, just like what we got right here. Okay, you could say you got one right there. Okay, maybe something like that, right? And remember, I was bullish right there, but I was not paying attention to the hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day basis, right? We were only playing it on the lower degree, 6 hour to 8 hour. You see what I'm saying? So it depends with what type of strategy you're using, right? But we can get the same results, right, at the same time, right? So, but I don't see any right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at one BTC. I mean, that's one BTC. It is still bullish. It is. We said to buy the dip right here. So we just have to basically sit tight, relax, and wait for the next leg up. Resistance going to be 2600 to our 2800 range, right? One USD. So one USD just following BTC. You could be looking for support all the way down to right here. Okay, this entire range, it is support area. Okay, already retested it. So which is 54 to basically 65. Okay, 64 to 65. It is still a good hold because not sure if like we're gonna retest the range again, right? So it is still a good hold. BNB, excuse me, BNB, it is still very, very accumulative. Even though we're seeing like some big moves, like a 20%, 30% breakout, but it is still very accumulative. All right, so we just have to watch the range right here. We could either get a triple bottom right here, break out to the upside, and basically take just start pumping to the upside. However, we can also get this move, could be it. Okay, it could be all we need before the next leg up. You see what I'm saying? So just have to watch the 190 to $200 range. Okay, just have to watch it. But everything is looking great for BNB as of now. What's up, Benjamin? Thanks a lot, Ben. I think MicroStrategy, I just saw a tweet from the sailor guy, just bought like I think 15 million worth of BTC again, right? So, and they're averaging like 24,000, okay, something like that, low 24k average. So that could pump the price also. I don't pay attention to that guy anyway. I just pay attention to my charts, right? So, but I was just sending my tweets, and I saw his tweet. I was like, oh, okay, take a look at it right now. But I try to not pay attention to the outside noise, because it could basically influence the way you basically look at the market. Yeah, big breakout from and it is pretty similar to Litecoin breakout at 130. I don't know if you guys notice it or not. All right, so be cautious with BNB, a potential correction right here if like we're going to be moving to the upside, right? So it could give you another correction in this range. So Litecoin gave us the same setup couple of weeks ago at 140. So we took it all the way up to like a 220, 240 range. Yep, that's the same setup we had from Litecoin last time. We basically dump, right? Same setup, and Litecoin gave us this beautiful setup right here. So we notice it, bang, guys. Actually, I was bullish, right? we were bullish right here, and after we pumped to like a 1.6, I was like, let's just wait again to retest 140. We can also buy more Litecoin right here before the next leg up to the upside, right? So it did move pretty slow, right? But it was a nice move, right? You just have to be cautious and patient at the same time, but it was a nice 60% move. And if you bought the dip right here, right, when it was like at 130, 140, that was an 80% breakout from Litecoin. Okay, it did move slow, but it got the job done. That's the most important. Right now, we just have to, look for this move right here. Okay, this move, it is also a bearish pattern, but it might not be a continuation. Okay, it could just be another correction right here, and then bump to the upside. Now we talked about CRO last time. Yeah, it did. I mean, it did pump nicely after we talked about it. It was like, I think 200 sats. We talked about resistance up to 400. It did pump all the way up to like a 500 nearly. So consolidating right now, could retest the 230, 240 range, which is a 2-day 21 EMA again. So we'll just give it time to correct over the next few days, right? Could take longer than a week to correct, or even sometime a month after, even sometime more than a month after these big breakouts, right? So ADA is one of our best setup over the last few weeks. If you notice, guys, when ADA was like 1,000 sats, we were calling for like a 3,000 sats, right? Actually, we weren't calling for 3,000 sat straight up, right? But we were calling for like a 1,400, right? 2,000. After that, we said let's just suck it up, and we're gonna take it to 3,000. Okay, so it already dropped like nearly 20%, right? We already got like 20% drop, so you know, can still drop lower down to the low 2,000. So keep that in mind, right? Compound. Nice 17% breakout. So compound, same thing, guys, just like the rest of the crypto. 2-day 21 EMA, beautiful setup right here. So just have to keep an eye on it. If we break it right here, we might likely to we could see a retest of the 250 area. So be cautious. It is pretty bullish above the 2-day 21. Okay, it is still a good hold. We just do not want to break below like a 380. Okay, just don't want to break 380. Still bullish. Okay, if we get the crossover right here, bang, we're likely to see higher prices after that. Okay, so keep an eye on your MACD flipping bullish, right? But support area, once again, 260 280 range. All right, let me just put it back right here, 260 to 280 range. Yeah, Atom, it is still looking good. We talked about Atom back in January, when Atom was like right here, 1,600 sats, right? 16,000 actually, right? At 16,000 sats, I think Atom was like $5 for 50 range, and we were looking for like a 13, right? We hit 13, pumped to 20. We were looking for $30, not yet at $30, but in term of like in BTC, right? Atom looks pretty good. Okay, it is still looking very good. We pumped like over 250%. It is just consolidating and retesting 21 EMA. So let's see, MACD not crossing bearish, so we're still looking good. Okay, still looking good. Support level to look for to the downside going to be 28,000. Okay, or 28,000 range, which is like a previous accumulation right here. So we can definitely retest it over the next like a few weeks, but the overall trend, even if we wick down right here, it is going to be potentially up, okay, to retest August high. Okay, so Atom, it is still pretty bullish. Okay, so we take a look at it versus the dollar right here. That's when we call for Atom right there. Okay, right there, early January, we called for the Atom breakout to $13. Atom was like $4.50, $5.50, guys. Bang, guys. Bang, we hit target beautifully, and we upgraded it, right, to potentially $30. Not yet at $30, but we hit 27 nearly, right? So that's pretty good. So look for a potential breakout very, very soon from Atom. Looking at the 2-day 21 file, it is still accumulative. File, it it is still up from our 22-24 accumulation range. So what we said was like file going to be moving sideways after we break out. Buy range was like 20 below 24. Okay, so we said we're going to pump it upside, we're going to accumulate, and then we're going to pump it upside. That's exactly what we're doing. Okay, the timing could be off, right, but it is still accumulative. We tested 2-day 21 EMA, so next leg up could be could be right around the corner if we do not break below the 2-day 21. MACD is still not crossing bearish, which is a very good sign, a very good sign right here. So but some people, they just they want to basically hit target right away so they can move on to the next trade. But sometimes it doesn't work that way. You might get into a trade, you might suck it up and wait for like 3 weeks, 1 month before you get your target. Sometimes you get into a trade, 24 hours, bang, 300% move. Right? That's how markets work, right? So they're hard to predict in terms of timing. You can know the direction, but the timing is very hard to predict, right? So so SOL BTC already retested nearly August high. So I mean, it is still bullish. For some reason, I never traded it, never paid I've never paid any attention to it, but it was a nice double bottom. If I basically if I had seen it like back in January, I would have traded it, but did not notice it at all. So it wasn't on my watch list, so could not basically catch this one. But beautiful double bottom right here, pretty much similar to you know, AVA, right? We played it beautifully. AVA BTC, right? Even VRA BTC, right? We played it beautifully. I think AVA we got in like 250 to 80 range and pumped it all the way up to 700. Our most recent target just got hit at 700. Okay, target first entry was like 250, took it like to a 500, right? And then got back in like a 450, 480, and took it to like a 700, right? Something like that, right? 7,000. So 7,000 actually. AVA is like around 7,000 because it is over, you know, nearly $1.50 and so on. So it is still bullish. I don't see anything bearish. If it drops, you got the 2-day 21 EMA as a support, right? So volume is low, so pretty consolidative. Hey, what's up, Jackson in the house? So sometimes I don't like the when I don't know a coin, right? I like to look at the BTC pair, and it tends to give me a better setup. Yeah, I mean, versus the dollar, it is still looking very good. Nothing crazy. It is an uptrend. It is still a hold, right? Above 2-day 21 EMA, it is still a good hold. I think last time I talked about this coin was like right here. That was a long time ago, December. And we talked about the double bottom and the reversal, right? So let's go back to the king. Bitcoin 7% up. I'm loving it, guys. Even if we dip down again, guys, I think it is just going to be another buy opportunity, because it is not easy to get these 15-20% pump while BTC moving sideways. You see what I'm saying? You're increasing your holding at the same time, you know, you're very confident. You're buying the dip, selling the top, buying the dip, selling the top. By the time you know it, right, bang, sucker gonna pump above like 70,000, and instead of you holding 1 BTC, you might be holding like 2-3 BTC just by accumulating right here. You see what I'm saying? So Just giving you guys an example, right? Not to panic. That's why, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I think, like when we dropped right here, I was telling you I was very bullish. It's not time to be selling. You know, if you sold at 48, right, you know, and you're going to be panicking, right, and BTC pump back up to 50K, you're going to be buying, and then it dumps right back down. I was telling you I'm very bullish. No need to be panicking, right? Just suck it up, buy the dip, watch your 2-day 21 EMA, buy the dip right there. Okay, especially if you're leveraging, you don't need to be panicking. Low leverage, you know, just accumulate every 2,000 point drop, you buy the dip. That's it. No need to be panicking. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about CRO. I never traded it, so but I'm accumulating Tezos. Okay, I don't know if we're gonna pump this month, this quarter, next quarter, last quarter of the year. I don't know. I don't do time analysis, but one thing I know, we've been pretty successful over our last few trades on BNB, right? ADA, XLM, Ethereum, okay, Litecoin, right? From like $50, we've been holding Litecoin, right? So I think Tesla's gonna do, you know, something incredible, right? A potential 10 to 20x move. Just have to suck it up, okay? Just have to suck it up, right? And you know, your name is CRV, BZRX, you know, SXP, so Kusama, EGLD, you know, yeah, even Neo. Okay, Neo we did well. Okay, from like $17-18, it pumped to like a $50 also, right? So sushi 50 cents. Okay, started buying sushi at 50 cents. $2 we said increase holding, right? You know, we're gonna suck it up, you know. So I think the only one lagging right now for our big holding is like Tezos, and Tezos is not a small cap. You know, it's not like FET, or it's not like a FTM. You remember FTM? I told you guys FTM, when FTM was like 100 sats, right? We started buying, sucker dump all the way down to 40 sats. We didn't give up, and sucker is right now above like a, you know, 1,000 sats. So you know, sometimes you just have to, you know, trust your analysis and trust your setting and forget it. But if you want Tezos to pump right now, you're going to be very stressful because it might not pump right away. Okay, sucker can basically give you you know, a painful accumulation range, right? So I mean, it is not like I'm not all in Tezos once again, right? But I'm holding like a more than 40%, right? Tezos. So SXP, it is about to give us another breakout very soon. So I don't know if bull is gonna be buying the dip right here all the way down to 160, or and that, I mean, they bought the dip all the way down to 180, but which is a pretty good support right here, 180, and we're above the 2-day 21 EMA. But I like the support area at the 2-day 21 EMA once again. So likely to see another reversal back to $3. Okay, so did not quite retest the $5 range, got rejected just about 370. Okay, but we said last time buy range for SXP, you know, it is at 180 to 2.2, right? So even if you bought at 180 to 2.2, you already pumped it like 100% from our previous buy range. Yes, it did retest the low, but guys, 100% move, you can't complain, right? So SXP, it is still pretty bullish. Okay, SXP BTC upgraded my target, right, up to just about like almost 10,000. Initial target for SXP BTC was like, you know, 4,400 to 5,000. We pumped all the way up to nearly 7,000. Okay, so retesting basically support area 3,200 down to like a 3,500 range. It is very accumulative right here. Okay, so before the next leg up, so I think SXP BTC is better in terms of charting, it is better to pay attention to it, right? And it has a better structure also, right? Cross bearish. I don't know what you mean, MACD cross bearish. I don't know. I mean, a MACD crossing bearish does not necessarily mean bearish, okay? MACD can cross bearish, but price action has to break below certain key levels, which is your 21 EMA, okay? A bearish MACD does not always mean a continuation to the downside, right? Not immediate continuation, because you can get a reversal from your 21 EMA to retest like 50% to 0.618 before a continuation to the downside, right? I just showed you. I mean, MACD cross bearish where right here does not necessarily mean it's gonna be dropping, right? You can get this move first, right there. You can get this move first, okay? I just showed you BTC, okay? Like back in when BTC was at 30K, MACD was crossing bearish, right? Right here, MACD was crossing bearish, but what I said, I'm still bullish, okay? Price action right here, still above the 21. MACD was bearish, okay? No need to talk about the daily, because we know daily was already bearish right there, okay? Daily was already bearish. And right now, you take a look at BTC. I'm not even paying attention. I'm not even paying attention to the daily basis, but we're looking to close above the daily 21. Okay, we're looking to close above the daily 21. It might not. I don't think it's going to be the initial breakout. It can still move sideways. Once again, I already showed you on a 6-hour basis. It makes perfect sense even down to the up to the daily time frame. Even if we retest the lows right here, it is still going to be very, very bullish, and we're gonna look for the bullish crossover also on a daily basis later on, but not time to pay attention to it yet. Just have to wait a couple more days. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. I think we just did not talk about a dot. I'm bullish on dot, guys. I'm bullish on dot also. I'm bullish on dot. So if you've been buying dot, if let's say you're a bull and you've been buying this sucker right here, I think it is still a good hold, right? It is still a very, very good hold. No, I'm not selling any dots, any of my dots, right? DOT. So accumulated right here, right there. So short-term trading right here to the upside. So no need to be panicking, because we in great profits, right? So if you want to get these setups, make sure to join Send Crypto Premium, right? So you can get all the Send Crypto Premium setups and all of that good stuff, right? So link in the description if you're looking to join Send Crypto Premium. So don't forget to hit the subs, guys. If you haven't hit the subs yet, right, make sure to do so, right? Hit the sub, hit the likes, and do all that good stuff, right? Let me take a look at the chat room once again. Cannibal Death. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Be safe out there. You already know what to look for. It is not an a strong uptrend yet. It is just very accumulative, so be cautious. The trend, it is the overall trend, it is still bullish, but don't get caught up with the hype and anticipating like a 60k, 80k, and all of that good stuff. Sucker can still drop back down to the low 40s. It is still going to be bullish by the dip. I'm going to update you guys once again. If we get rejected just about like a 52 range, we're going to talk about it. If we break out above 52, we know exactly what to do, because we're bullish on the macro scale. We're just not sure how long bits are going to stay between like a 42, 43 up to 52k area. We just don't know, so we just have to take it step by step, till we get confirmation of a further move to the upside up to above 60k and all of that good stuff. All right guys, thanks a lot for watching, man.